Hello, I'm Doron Epstein, and this is my 60-second site. I'm here in Yaacov Agam's museum here in Rishon LeZion, the world's only Yaacov Agam Museum. Yaacov Agam, born in 1928 here in Rishon LeZion, a true tzabel, is world-renowned for his artwork. It's kinetic artwork. That means that from every point of view, the art is different. Which means if I stand here and look at this amazing piece of artwork, I can see Jacob's ladder. And here I see circles, but from the other side, I see Stars of David. And if I come close and look to the bottom, it's never ending because at the top and the bottom, I have mirrors. And it's all through Jewish history and all her perspectives. Shows us how everything in life, if you look at it from this side or from that side, is completely different. I hope to see you here in Israel in Yaacov Agam's museum as soon as all this is over with Ayelet tours. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Uri, and these are my 60 seconds of Israel. So we are in the market of Jerusalem, Machane Yehuda market. My favorite place in Israel. And of course when you come to Israel, there's the history, the sights, of course everybody's moved, that's the spirituality of Israel. But I believe if you want to really meet Israel and understand it, you have to do it through the people of Israel. And where's the best place to meet people if not through the food? So here in Jerusalem we have all the stands with all the food and lots of small cafe places, restaurants, food from Yemen, Morocco, from South America. Jews who came from all around the world brought the special food here to Israel. And you come and you taste the food, you talk to the people, and maybe then you can really get the essence of Israel, really understand, learn, and I'm welcoming and waiting for you all to come back to Israel.
Hi, I'm Julie Barretts, and this is my 60-second site. I'm standing next to Montefiore's Windmill in the Mishkan neighborhood of Jerusalem. Moses Montefiore was a well-to-do scion of a prominent Jewish family in London who lived in the middle of the 19th century. He was a wheeler dealer. He was a playboy. He was a schmoozer. And he lived a good life. One day his parents came to him and said, "Moses, it's time to get married." They picked a very nice girl for him, Judith, but they dragged him kicking and screaming to the chuppah. Much to everybody's surprise, after Moses and Judith were married, he settled down. He fell madly in love with her. He decided to leave all his businesses behind and become a Jewish philanthropist. And he spent the rest of his life dedicated to helping Jews in need. He came to Jerusalem, was appalled by the living conditions in the old city, and initiated the first neighborhood outside the city of Jerusalem, including this Windmill.
Hi everyone, this is Nir Ofer, and this is my 60-second site. The YMCA in Jerusalem, in the heart of the city, is one of the most beautiful landmarks in the city of Jerusalem today. It's been standing there for about 90 years since American designer Harmon designed it and built it, the same man that also designed the Empire State Building in the States. A building that was built with a vision to further peace and harmony between all three faiths in the city. Architecturally speaking, a beautiful example of different styles, everything from Neo-Byzantine, Gothic, and Moorish. A wonderful display of arcades, colonnades, columns, capitals, arches, domes. From the very top of the 150-foot tower, you could have a spectacular view of the whole city. The lobby is gorgeous to walk through. The garden is very enjoyable to just stroll through. It's definitely a must-see. Please ask Ayelet Tours to bring you there once you're in Jerusalem. Hope to see you then.
name is Itzik and this is my 60-second site. Hello my friends, Shalom from Ein Gedi. Ein Gedi is a beautiful oasis in the Judean desert, which is in the eastern part of Israel, overlooking the Dead Sea, which is the lowest place on earth. This is where the biblical story, which is mentioned in Samuel 1, chapter 24, took place. David was hiding from King Saul. He needs water, and that's why he comes to Ein Gedi, the spring. This water has been coming out of the rocks here for the last 3,000 years. 2,000 years ago, Jewish people lived here. How do we know? Because we found the synagogue that they built with a beautiful mosaic. They were the ones that learned how to make beautiful perfume from the persimmon, the fruit which once grew here. If you want to know more, join me and let's tour this beautiful place together.
Hi, my name is Liat, and my 60-second site is on Masada. Masada is an isolated mountain in the Judean desert next to the Dead Sea, and served as a refuge place and a fortress for many. Most of the buildings on top of Masada were built by King Herod. 70 years after he died, in the year 66, the Jews decided to rebel against the Romans in order to gain their own independence and freedom. A group of Jewish rebels arrived to Masada because they knew they can fortify themselves because there was water, food, and ammunition. They lived in the rooms of the walls, and they built ritual baths and a synagogue. 4 years later, in the year 70 CE, the Second Temple was destroyed and Jerusalem was burnt down. 3 years later, in the year 73, thousands of Romans arrived to Masada in order to take it down. They built 8 Roman camps, a siege wall surrounding Masada, and a Roman ramp in order to go into Masada. The night before that happened, Elazar ben Yair, who was the leader of the Jewish people on Masada, gave 2 speeches and said to the people, "It's better that we take our own lives than to fall into the hands of the Romans." Maybe what the Jewish rebels wanted to tell the Romans is that we're going to take the matter into our own hands and decide about our destiny and fate, or to die as free people. And in the 1940s, when Jewish youth movements arrived to Masada, they said to themselves, whatever happened here on Masada will not happen to us again. It's time for us to take our own matter into our own hands and decide about our destiny and fate and live as free people. And here we are on top of Masada in Israel.
This is my 60-second site, the Dead Sea. In Hebrew it's actually called Yam HaMelach, meaning the Sea of Salt. And that was one of the names in the past, but in the Bible it was actually called Yam HaMavet, the Sea of Death, meaning the Dead Sea. And that's because nothing actually lives in the Dead Sea due to its high salinity. Even though nothing lives in the Dead Sea, there are many things that live around it, like animals, from snakes, scorpions, birds, to ibex, and even leopards. And of course, lots of green, beautiful bushes that grow around here for animals to eat. There are freshwater springs over here, and throughout history, mankind came and lived here. From Jericho in the north, where people settled more than 10,000 years ago, through the Maccabees, the Assyrians, and the rebellion against the Romans, where people came and lived in Masada, just a little bit to the south of where we are right now. In the last 100 years, Israelis have been coming back here, settling this area again, creating local agriculture and harvesting Dead Sea for cosmetics and medicinal purposes. And people are coming here now just to enjoy this beautiful spot, the spas, the nature, the walks, the hikes, and I invite you all to join us over here in the Dead Sea very soon.
Hi everyone, I'm Ronnie, and these are my 60 seconds on the old city of Tzfat. They say that there are as many miracles that happened in the old city of Tzfat as there are stones. And as you can see around us, there are a lot of stones here. Tzfat is known for its spirituality. It is known as the city of Kabbalah. The golden age of Tzfat was the 16th century. There are synagogues all around the old city that some of them date back to that 16th century. Those synagogues are very special. They're very unique, and I really hope you will come soon and see them. And not just those synagogues. Come to Tzfat, enjoy the music here, the art. There are many art galleries. And you will hear the answer to the questions, why are the alleys here so blue? See you!
I'm David Leshnick, and this is my 60 seconds Israel site, the Ayalon Valley. The same valley where Joshua held his hands to the sky and held the moon and the sun to stand still in order to defeat the Canaanite armies and conquer the heartland of Israel. The coastline is right in front of me. I can see Tel Aviv, and to the east in the hills is Jerusalem. Throughout the course of Israel's history, this was the location of the trade routes, the major trade routes, that is, that ran from Africa right on up into Europe. Today, there is a patchwork of farms and kibbutzim and moshavim. There's also a great deal of industry and the development of villages and towns throughout the valley. It's also a place where some of the best wineries are located in the country. I hope that I'll be able to see you on a future tour with Ayelet Tours when you come here and we can tour the country. In the meantime, shalom.
Hi and shalom. I'm Yishai from Ayelet Tours in Israel, and today I would like to take you to this amazing monument that you can see here, the 9/11 Living Memorial at the entrance to Jerusalem. Right here, the only place in the world outside of the United States of America, you can see this memorial here for 9/11. Designed by an amazing sculptor and artist, his name is Eliezer Weishoff. The man brought here two pieces from the Twin Towers in New York and wrapped it with those fantastic elements that you see above, like a collapsing wall with 50 stars on it. And from it, coming out from this wall, is an American flag going up in flames. From this burning flag comes the beacon of solidarity. Among us are the mountains. Maybe they will be the witnesses to this amendment that we have here between Israel and the United States.
Shalom, it's Jeff from Ayelet Tours. Hope you enjoyed that video. Remember to catch all of our creative content by subscribing to our YouTube channel. It's just the little button right here. Just click there.